And singing with Lou tonight and playing on keyboards on the piano with him is Ed Humphreys, also from the band 61 South. Without anything further from me, let's welcome Lou Jetton and Ed Humphreys to the West Kentucky Community and Technical College stage.
I'm Lou Jetton. This is Ed Humphreys. We're here tonight to speak to you about Amway. We're here to play a little blues for you. Yeah, baby, take a little walk with me. Yeah, baby, take a little walk with me. Back to the place where we belong to be. Yeah, baby, take a little walk with me. Hey, baby, take a little walk with me. Back to the place where we belong to be. Come on, baby, walk me a while. Walk with me, gonna make a smile, oh, baby. Take a little walk with me to the place where we long to be. Come on, baby, stay with me tonight. Come on, baby, walk. Did it right, oh, baby. Take a little walk with me to the place, Memphis, Tennessee. Lord, I don't want much, just want a little bit. Don't want just want a little bit. Just an itty bitty bit, teeny weeny bitty girl love. Turn the light down low, honey, give me a kiss. Turn the light down low, whoa. Just can't resist. Just a little bit, teeny weeny bit of your love. Turn the light down low, honey, give me a kiss. Turn the light down low, oh, just can't resist. Just an itty bitty bit, teeny weeny bit of your love. I love you forever, not just for a peace of mind. Please say you're gonna love me till the end of time. Just an itty bitty bit, teeny weeny bit of your love. Just an itty bitty bit, teeny weeny bit of your love. Just an itty bitty bit, just a teeny weeny bit of your love. Ow. Oh, God bless you. Thanks for coming out tonight. We're going to play some originals. We're going to play some things from the State Line Blues and some other things that we've done since then. And we'll tell you a little bit about some of the songs from State Line Blues. And as usual, anytime I play, if you haven't seen me before, it's like you're coming over to my house. We're out in the backyard or wherever. We'll try to play whatever you want to hear. If you got something you want to hear, if we can do it, we'll try to do it. Just holler out at us. If you got a question about a certain song or anything else, we'll try to answer that too. Just holler it on out. So it's just like you're over at my house, except it's cleaner. This is one off State Line Blues. The reason I wrote this song, because one of the things that my wife and I love more than anything else, homegrown tomatoes. And I think Guy Clark one time said, ain't but two things in life for free. One of them's love, and the other is homegrown tomatoes. You're my homegrown tomato, gonna let you ripen on the vine. You're my homegrown tomato, gonna let you ripen on the vine. Can't wait to eat you up, then I know that you'll be mine. You're my homegrown tomato, gonna put the squeezing right on you. You're my homegrown tomato, gonna put the squeezing right on you. Lord, that's all I want to do. Make it homemade to me. on to me. Gonna carry you up and sit tight. You're my homegrown to me. Gonna carry you up and sit tight. Gonna get you down some evening. Gonna love on you all night.
Do what? Waffle House, sir. That is a fan. I don't think Ed's ever played this one with me, so Ed.
Got me a little woman, she's all that. Little yellow apron and a little pepper hat. She's my Waffle House woman. She's my Waffle House woman. Give me loving to go with a sweet jelly roll. She's my Waffle House woman. She gets off at 4:45. All that's good loving with the grits on the side. She's my Waffle House woman. She's my Waffle House woman. Give me loving to go with a sweet jelly roll. She's my Waffle House woman. She can take my order from across the room. Have the daily special and dust my broom. She's my Waffle House woman. She's my Waffle House woman. Give me loving to go with a sweet jelly roll. She's my Waffle House woman. £300 or at least in the zone. She ain't fat, Lord, she's just big bone. She's my Waffle House woman. She's my Waffle House woman. Give me loving to go with a sweet jelly roll. She's my Waffle House woman. All right, dear. Give me the loving to go. With a sweet jelly roll. She's my Waffle House woman.
That's one that we played every once in a while down at C.C. Cohen's on Songwriters Night. Some of the folks that come down there. And I don't know whether we're going to record it or not, but it's one of ours. We're going to do some more of, we're going to do a couple more off State Line Blues now. You know, the Internet's a wonderful thing, and it's a way to get a lot of your music heard, not only here, but across the world. And our CD has actually been played around the world, more actually than any other place probably in Australia. We've had a lot of airplay in Australia. And they all come, come on down to Australia and play. And we, well, number one, you got to pay our way, and that hadn't happened yet. But one of the funny things that we ever saw on the internet that somebody had written about us somebody in England was describing my voice to somebody else in England about what I sounded like. And I happened to cross it and was sharing it with my wife. And he said, well, what does this Lou Jetton like? And the guy said, he sounds like he's been smashed in the mouth with a baseball bat and smoked 80 cigarettes a day since the age of 10. And my wife started getting all real upset. And I said, honey, I think in England when they're talking about blues player, that's kind of a compliment. So I'm going to smash myself in the mouth with a baseball bat, and we're going to do another one for you. This is off of State Line Blues. State Line Blues was kind of a labor of love in a way, and it was also kind of a labor of my life in a way over the last several years. The state line being kind of the boundary between some bad things that were happening in my life at the time and some good things that were happening in my life a little bit later on. So this is a song off of State Line Blues. It's about the bad things that were going on, and it's called What's Wrong.
What's wrong? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, baby? What's wrong with you? Been so long since you said I love you. Been so long since you said I love you. Been so long, ain't it, baby? What's wrong with you? Can't go on. How do I know it's true? Can't go on. Now I know that was true. Can't go on, can't be baby. What's wrong with you?
They weren't all sad songs, though.
I'm a leaving in the morning, leave me with a little tree. I'm a leaving in the morning, leave me with a little tree. Your hush puppies, baby, your hush puppies can be beat. Your hush puppies, baby, so spicy and sweet. Your hush puppies, baby, so spicy and sweet. Your hush puppies, baby, your hush puppies can be beat. You're good, so fine, oh, you're of mine. Your hush puppies, baby, so spicy and sweet. Your hush puppies, baby, your hush puppies can be beat. You're good, so fine, oh, you're of mine. Your puppies, baby, so spicy and sweet. Your hush puppies, baby, your hush puppies can be beat. Don't know where it's going, we're heading on down the road. Don't know where it's going, we're headed on down the road. How about some hush puppies, baby, your hush puppies to go. You're good, so fine, oh, you're of mine. Your hush puppies, baby, so spicy and sweet. Your hush puppies, baby, your hush puppies can be beat.
Somebody said, man, you should write a lot of songs about food. Well, you sing what you eat, I guess.
First of October, now the summer long. Leaves are falling at the killing from. Like the north wind that chills my bone, be right beside me, but all alone. Summer won't left a long time ago. The weather to love turned cold and get colder, getting colder. It's getting colder, summer colder. Maybe in spring you'll have a change of heart. Well, my make a brand new start. With the changes, but who said till and try to make it through the day. One more time, have a way to go. Until and I guess the cold get colder. It's getting colder. It's getting colder. So much colder. Don't get cold, get cold. Cold, cold, get cold, get cold, 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 get cold, get cold, 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 get cold, get cold. So much colder, so much colder, so much colder, so much colder. It's getting colder. That's another one from the State Line Blues, the weather theme. I don't know where that came from. Ron Beaton's what he said. But actually, it was one of those things more of a than what I do. It was kind of about how relationships can change like the seasons sometimes, and things can warm up, things can cool down. You know the way things go sometimes. This is another one. This is off of State Line Blues that we wrote this one, and it's kind of a gambling kind of song, I guess. Suffice it to say, my first wife was a blackjack dealer. Help me once, baby, is a gambling girl. Wise to me, baby, and the wizard of the world. Lord, I bet you. Lord, I bet you. Bet you're wondering, baby, who's loving on daddy tonight. Told two for you when the chips were down. And it cost a run, baby, all around town. Lord, I bet you. Lord, I bet you. Bet you're wondering, baby, who's loving on daddy tonight. Well, I drew till I found me a soft 21. Let me tell you, baby, she's a real honey bun. When I needed loving, well, she gave me some. We doubled down and now we're having lots of fun. Well, I drew till I found me a soft 21. Let me tell you, baby, she's a real honey bun. When I needed loving, well, she gave me some. We doubled down and now we're having lots of fun. Told me once, baby, that you wouldn't look back, but the deck and my honey sure look mighty stacked. Lord, I bet you. Lord, I bet you. I bet you're wondering, baby, who's loving on daddy tonight. We're going to play a few more minutes and we're going to take a short break. But I will say that that coffee and those desserts back there look mighty good, so y'all can help yourself to them at any time. Maybe before they're all gone. I don't know. They may not last much longer. I don't know.
This is one I wrote, and we got a lot of good comments from it. It was on State Line Blues, and it was more about my current wife than anything else, I guess.
Show me the way to love you. Show me the way you like to be touched. Just let me know how to please you. Show me the way you wanna be loved. Show me the way to kiss you. Keep you warm in the night. Just let me know how you want me. When you hold on with all my mind. Show me the way to love you. Show me the way you wanna be turned. Just let me know how you want me. Show me the way you wanna be loved.
This is the title song from the State Line Blues CD. And I guess it kind of summed up all the things that I was going through in my life at the time. Kind of one part of my life was over and kind of beginning another part of my life. And the state line kind of symbolizes the demarcation line, kind of the border. That when you cross over that border, you don't look back. You start something new at that point. And I kind of summed it all up at that time. Also, this is the only song I've ever written where somebody liked it so much they took a line out of the song and got a tattoo made of it. And I've never forgotten that. And I was telling somebody about it, and I said, that person likes that song even more than me.
There's a place by the river nobody knows. Music plays all night and the whiskey surely flows. State of mind, Lord, it's a state of mind on the state line. Got a gal in Mississippi and a gal in Tennessee. Lord, if they knew about each other, what would they think of me? State of mind, Lord, it's a state of mind on the state line. Lord, I'm slipping and a sliding. Don't know where to go between a rock and a hot place. Nobody knows. Fork in the road, man, which way to go? Standing in the state line in the middle of the road. Oh, I'm slipping and a slide. Don't know where to go. To the rock and a hollow cliff. Nobody knows. Fork in the road. Man, which way to go? Standing a steady line in the middle of the road. If you hear what I'm saying, you know just what I mean. It's not one way or the other. Someplace in between, state of mind. Lord, it's a state of mind on the state line. State of mind. It's a state of mind on the state line. Thank you.
Well, thought to. The tattoo, I don't guess you want to show it to him, do you? The tattoo said, state of mind, which was a line out of there. It's a state of mind, it's a state of mind, which kind of summed up the way I was going at that point, too. Well, it kind of crossed over a little bit now, so we're doing a lot better now. Here's one, I want to do a new one that I wrote, actually for my wife, Bridget, and there are several songs, I guess, that I've written lately about my wife, Bridget, who I've been with for about 10 years now. So this is one for her. You sure do look good. You're looking better every day. I don't know what more to say, except for sure I'm my baby. And in the evening, when we turn the lights down low, it's when your heart begins to glow. Sure, I'm my baby. Can't be accidental, more than coincidental. It's never detrimental to get downright sentimental. Never accidental, more than coincidental. Never detrimental to get downright
sentimental. And in the moonlight, when you're laying fast asleep, I pray the Lord your soul to keep. Sure, my baby, so many years now since you gave me the time of day. While I always hope to see you sure are my baby. God bless you. Thank you so much. We're going to take just a few short minutes to towel off and get something to drink. And y'all can be sure and get some coffee and some desserts. And we'll be right back and play a little bit more for you.
Let's hear it for Lou and Ed. Okay, one quick announcement. Tom Butler Sr., who is sitting right over there. Many of you may know Tom.
Go ahead, Ed, take your tie off and make yourself at home. I wore a suit, but I didn't wear a tie tonight, so. You are my Cadillac gal. You are my Cadillac gal. You built for loving and for shorter ground. You are built for comfort and speed. You are built for comfort and speed. You got everything, Lord, everything I need. Ride me, baby, ride me, baby, tonight. Ride me, baby, right. Won't you ride me, baby, right. You are my Cadillac gal. You are my Cadillac girl. You're built for loving and for showing around. That's Cadillac Gal. That's a new one that I wrote for my wife because when she said when all the time she was growing up, her daddy used to call her his Cadillac daughter. So I thought that was kind of sweet, so I wrote a little song about it. We want to hear it, go a little something like this, something like that. My favorite spokesmodel is here tonight. And of course, I'm talking about Mr. Tom Butler. And Mr. Butler said he had a question he wanted to ask. Well, you know, honest to goodness, you know, I could make a bunch of things up, but honest to goodness, you know, I was brought up on a small farm in West Tennessee, as you know, and probably one of the few people my age left that when I was a small child, I remember picking cotton by hand. That's how we used to make our Christmas money when I was young, and we would, you know, I would get out there in the field and work with a lot of the farm hands, and they would sing a lot, and they would sing a lot of the old gospel songs, a lot of old work songs. You know, and that's kind of where the blues came from in the first place, were a lot of the what they called field hollers and work songs and things like that. And so, when I was growing up, I dabbled a little bit in rock and roll more than anything else. I always came back to the blues and always had that affinity for it, and that's kind of where it came from. It started out a long time ago like that when I was growing up, and I remember too when I was little, a lot of the field hands they had a over at their house on Saturday, they would push all the furniture back and they would set up their little their speakers and their guitars and things, and they would play that black Southern gospel, which is some of the most stirring music you could ever hear. And I would just sit and listen to them for a little while, and then I would run across the field over to their house to visit with them and listen to them, and that's where the love first came from. And Lord, that was 35, 40 years ago. And never left me, been with me ever since. So we're going to play some more songs for you, and we'll play a few more originals, and then I'm going to play some of the songs that kind of meant more to me than, or by some of the people that kind of mean more to me than anything. So we're going to do that. This is another silly song, by the way. I'm sitting here giving a serious talk, and then I'm going to turn around and play a silly song that we wrote, but that's what I'm going to do. Were you playing Desperado, by the way? I'm just curious. But that's good. That's what we need. But I'll tell you what, if you could, it'll be great. That's wonderful stuff. But this is a new one that we wrote, and if we do another CD, which I'm hoping we get to do later on this year, it would be on it. Every year we play a lot of blues festivals and played some of them now for 10, 11 years or so. And there was one woman in particular that always used to come when we played at Hot August Blues Festival, give me a great big hug and visit with me, and I'd visit with her and her husband. She would give me a great big hug, and she would get a picture taken with me every year. And she's the sweetest woman there ever was. And she was just covered head to foot in tattoos. She was a biker gal, and she was proud of it. But she just has a heart of gold, and so she kind of inspired us to write a little song about tattoos. So. Oh, baby, sure like your new tattoo. Oh, baby, sure like your new tattoo. And I do declare, sure look good on you. That's a fine piece of work there. talking about your new tattoo. That's a fine piece of work there, talking about your new tattoo. And I do declare, sure look good on you. Rose on your hip, dragging on your thigh. What's that one there? My oh baby. Sure like your new tattoo. And I do declare, sure look good on you. She's got my name on her arm, y'all, but the man before me too. Now what can you do? She's got my name on her arm, but her boyfriend before me too. Well, it works for me if it works for you. That's a fine piece of work there, talk about your new tattoo. That's a fine piece of work there, talk about your new tattoo. And I do declare, you sure look good on you. Of course, every song has a lesson, and the lesson of that song is don't ever get your significant other's name tattooed on you, because that pretty much means that increases what Murphy's Law takes over from that point. No, I'm just kidding. That's the ultimate whatever. Let's do some old stuff now. We talk about the blues. Of course, we got B.B. King coming in this coming weekend. And if you've never seen B.B. King, you'll be in for a real treat, and especially because he's got Bobby Bland playing with him. Those guys have been up and down the road for a long, long time, and we're going to do another song by one of those guys that went up and down the road for a long, long time, and a lot of other folks. An old song, but most people probably remember the recording by Muddy Waters. Tell you something, don't care how you feel, just don't realize you got yourself a good deal. She's 19 years old, Lord got way just like a baby child. Nothing I can do to please her. Lord, I said I'm trying to keep this woman satisfied. I'm gonna tell you something. Don't care if you get mad. Woman's about the prettiest thing that I've ever had. 19 years old, Lord got way just like a baby child. Nothing I can do to please her. Lord said I'm trying to keep this woman satisfied. I'm gonna tell you something. Don't care if you get mad. That woman's about the prettiest thing that I've ever had. She's 19 years old. Her got ways like a baby child. Nothing I can do to please her. Said I'm just trying to keep this woman satisfied. Can't ask her where she's going. Lord, she'll tell you where she been. Start a conversation. It ain't got no end. She's 19 years old. Lord got ways like a baby child. Nothing I can do to please her. Lord, I said I'm trying to keep this woman satisfied. All right.
T-Bone Walker.
Called it stormy Monday, Tuesday just as big. Called it stormy Monday, Tuesday just as big. Oh, Wednesday's worse. Thursday's so sad. Eagle flies on Friday. Saturday, go out and play. Eagle flies on Friday. Saturday, go out and play. Oh, Sunday comes and back in church. Fall down on your knees and pray. This here's what I say. Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy on me. Lord of mercy, Lord have mercy on me. Lord have mercy, bring back my baby to me. Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy on me. Lord of mercy, have mercy on me. Oh, have mercy. Bring back my baby to me. Oh, bless you.
A lot of times you go through life and you're really thankful for some of the people that you get to work with or you get to meet or whatever. One of those people is Tom Butler, by the way. I'm really thankful that I got to come up here and work with Tom before he retired. One of the people I look up to more than anybody since I've been in Paducah. But before I came to Paducah, I worked in Jackson, Tennessee for several years. And during that time, I got to meet one of the, what I consider one of the true legends of music, Carl Perkins. And I used to work with Carl on the telethon every year down there. And you hear a lot of things about Carl Perkins being such a genuine person and such a nice person. And I'm here to say that is more than true. He was one of the most incredible people that I ever met, and one of the nicest people I ever met. And but I used to love to do these shows with him because I would just sit back and listen to him spin yarns, telling his tales about back in the good old days of Sun and this, that, and the other. One tale in particular I remember him telling me was the first time he ever went over to England, or one time he went over to England. He was doing some shows at the BBC, and they sent him over there, and he was going to be working with an up-and-coming rock guitar player over there, a guy named Dave Edmonds. And so they were going to do this show together about all the old Sundays, and they got out there to rehearse, and he said, okay, let's start playing Blue Suede Shoes. So he starts off on Blue Suede Shoes, and about halfway through the song, Dave Edmonds stops him, and he said, Carl, you're playing that wrong. And Carl said, I said, you know, you have to know Carl. He was saying, I said, boy, what are you talking about? He said, I wrote that song. He said, I lived that song. I played that song for all these years. You can't be telling me I'm playing my own song wrong. And he said, but you know what? He said, I got to listening to him, and he was right. He said, I've been playing that song for so many years. I'd changed a little bit over the years, and I forgot how I used to play it. He said, here he had learned how to play it from the original Sun recordings. So he knew how I played that song more than I knew how I played that song. And my other favorite Carl Perkins story has to do with him, I guess when he was living there in Jackson. He lived over on Country Club Lane. And a lot of people don't know this about Carl. Carl Perkins was, or you may or may not know, Carl Perkins was actually bald and wore a wig. He, I guess, you know, his hair thinned out a long time ago back in the day. So in the latter umpteen years of his life, when he performed, he always wore a wig. But when he would be out mowing his yard and stuff, he would just, you know, he's Carl. And he was out mowing his yard one day, he was telling me, and a carload of girls came up. And he said, I pulled over to the side on my Cub Cadet, and they said, is this where Carl Perkins lives? And I said, well, yes, it is. And they said, well, we'd sure like to meet him. Said, is he inside the house? He said, oh, yeah. They said, well, could you go in there and get him for us and bring him out? Because we'd sure like to meet him and get his autograph, get a picture taken with him. He said, well, I don't know. He said, you know how these singers are. He said, he's in there asleep, and you know, they like sleep to about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon a lot. I don't know if I can go in there and wake him up. And they said, oh, we hate that. He goes, well, I tell you what. He said, you get your picture taken with me if you want to. And they said, no, that's okay. But the best one of all was when he was out mowing his yard in his Cub Cadet, and a woman drove by from one of the Muddied families in Jackson, Tennessee. And she pulled up, and he pulled over on his little Cub Cadet. She said, I want to tell you something. She said, you do a marvelous job with this yard. She said, I can just tell that you take a lot of pride in your yard. Your flowers are always nice and fresh and nicely planted. And he said, well, thank you. I appreciate that. She said, well, listen, do you think Mr. Perkins would mind if you come up and did my yard too?
Well, sitting here on the wheel, a matchbox holding my clothes. Lord, I'm sitting here on the wheel, a matchbox holding my clothes. I ain't got no match, I got a long way to go. I'm an old poor boy, so far from my home. I'm an old poor boy, so far from my home. Everything true, everything I do is wrong. I'm sitting here on the wheel of matchbox holding my clothes. Lord, I'm sitting here on the wheel of matchbox holding my clothes. I ain't got no match, I got a long way to go. Let me be your little dog, till your big dog come. Let me be your little dog, till your big dog come. When the big dog get it, show him what the little puppy done. just sitting here on the wheel of matchbox holding my clothes. Lord, I'm sitting here on the wheel of matchbox holding my clothes. I ain't got no match, I got a long way to go. Oh, bless you.
We just having fun amongst friends. I tell you what, how about I switch over? Get the Black Beauty out. It's kind of a jazzy thing, ain't it?
Well, hello there. Mine's been a long, lonely time. How you doing? Well, I guess I'm doing fine. In a long time, but it seems like it was only yesterday. Ain't it funny? Time slips right on away. How's your new love? Well, I hope he's doing fine. Hearts told me she was gonna love him till the end of time. That's the same thing that you told me. It would seem like yesterday. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny? A time slips right on away. Well, I gotta go now. Guess I'll see you somewhere around. I don't know when, but I don't know when. Old Louis gonna be back in town. Just remember how you told me in time you pay. Ain't it funny, ain't it funny, time. Time slips right on away.
I always like Willie Nelson too. Well, Willie's not strictly blues, but you gotta like Willie Nelson. And that's one of my favorite all-time songs. I love how Willie did it, but I also love how some of the soul guys did it, like W.C. Clark, some of those fellas. Well, that one made me mellow. Here's another old blues one that a bunch of the old rockers recorded it, but like Eric Clapton and those guys. But I like the old way.
Feather out up the road. Someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road. Someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road. Honey, you just wait and see. You're gonna reap just what you sow. That old saying is true. You're gonna reap just what you sow. That old saying is true. If you mistreat someone, someone's gonna mistreat you. You've been laughing pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. You've been laughing pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you found out I wasn't lying. Further on up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, Someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, you just sweat and see. You've been laughing pretty big. Someday you're gonna be crying. You've been laughing pretty, baby. You're dead gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you found out I wasn't lying. Further out up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, someone's gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, you just sweat and see. I spent the last 5 minutes of that song trying to figure out a way to end it. Sometimes they just take on a life of their own. You got that right. Man, let's play a little Memphis now. A little songwriter some of y'all might have heard of, and some of you may have not. Been around Memphis for a long, long time, but he was always one of my favorites. A guy named Keith Sykes. Said, Lord, how I love to ride. Lord, Lord, how I love to ride. Over the prairie, across to the mountainside. Well, I wish I had a nickel, Lord, I wish I had a dime. Lord, I wish I had a nickel, Lord, I wish I had a dime. I'd give $1,000 if I could get them at the same time. Oh, Lord, how I love to ride. Oh, Lord, how I love to ride. Over the prairie, across to the mountainside. Well, I went down to my praying ground, got down on my knees. I went down to to the praying ground, got down on my knees. Oh, ask the good Lord, bring back my baby. Ooh, I said, Lord, how I love to ride. Oh, Lord, how I love to ride. Over the prairie, across to the mountains. Had nothing but a hound dog, keep cross floor. Had nothing but a hound dog, keep cook cross floor. Head on down, head on back no more. That told me you were high class, I could see tip line. You told me you were high class, I could see your line. Lie to yourself, ain't gonna be no more. You told me you were high class, I could see your line. You told me you were high class, I could see your line. Yeah, I told yourself, ain't gonna be no more. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, keep cross floor. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, keep cross floor. Lie to yourself, ain't gonna be no more.
That's how it sounded before Elvis, anyway. Little swing.
I would rather be sloppy drunk than anything I know. I would rather be sloppy drunk than anything I know. Oh, give me half a pint, sit back and watch me go. Oh, I love that moonshine whiskey, tell the world the truth. Love that moonshine whiskey and tell the world the truth. Oh, then the reason that I drink, trying to get along with you. I said, oh, woman, give me another half a pint. I said, give me another half a pint. 'Cause I believe I'm gonna get drunk, rock the joint tonight. sloppy drunk, sinking in the sand. I would rather be sloppy drunk, sinking in the sand. For then to be out in the street, running from the man. I said, whoa, woman, give me another half a pint. I said, give me another half a pint. Boys, I believe I'm gonna get drunk, rock the joint tonight. That's the old Jimmy Rogers song. From Chicago. Little, we all hear of different Collinses. Bootsy Collins, for example. There's little Albert Collins. Your head, just a brick, baby. I'm up there upside your head. Got me so worried, got me talking out my head. Yeah, you know I love you, and you know my love is true. Can't understand it, baby, why you do the things you do. I'm gonna chuck a brick, baby. Chuck a brick at you. Your head, just a brick, baby. Come on through upside your head. Got me so worried, got me talking out my head. Yeah, you know I love you, and you know my love is true. I can't understand it, baby, why you do the things you do. I'm gonna truck a brick, baby. Chuck a brick at you. Well, I believe we got time for one more. And you know, you can't do it. You can't do it unless you do. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Same old place, sweet home Chicago. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Hey, 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 baby, don't you wanna go? Same old place, sweet home Chicago. 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4. Love you, baby, I love you some more. So come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Lord, I'm leaving California for sweet home Chicago. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 and 4 is 8. Love you, baby, so don't be late. So come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Lord, I'm leaving California for sweet home Chicago. God bless y'all. I want to thank y'all for coming out tonight and supporting the wonderful program that they have here and supporting the blues too. I also want to say a special thank you. I talk about all the people that are important to me, and I don't want to forget the one and only Snooky Pryor, my blues granddaddy who lives just up the road in Ullin, Illinois. A blues legend who lives right here in our midst. So good night, Snooky, wherever you are. And let's take it on home. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Lord, I'm leaving California for sweet home Chicago. God bless y'all. Thank y'all and good night.
One more time for Lou Jetton and Ed Humphries.